Here is grade 7, module 3, lesson 2. I can add or subtract negative numbers on a number line. So here's our number line again. A number line can be used to add or subtract a negative integer. When using a number line, the negative sign in front of the integer is an indicator to move in the opposite direction than you would for a positive number. So to add a negative integer, first begin at the addend and count back by the second addend. And then to subtract a negative integer, begin at the minutand and count forward by the subtrahend. Subtrahend. All right, here's our problems. We have 3 plus negative 6 equals negative 3. So again, we start at 3. And then we add 6 negatives to it. So it's getting negative. It's going to go down to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're ending at negative 3. If we start with a negative number, say we're starting with our negative 3, and then we subtract a negative number, you have that double negative. Subtract a negative integer by counting forward on the number line. So now we're going to be going to the right going forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, landing at a positive 3. All right, Kayla is playing a game in which players spin a spinner and add the number of points shown on the spinner to their score. On her next turn, Kayla starts with 25 points and spins negative 30. How many points does Kayla have now? So let's read through this problem and we're going to highlight what's important. So Kayla is spinning a game in which players spin a spinner, which is great, but not super helpful right now. You can cross that out. We got to add the number of points to their score. Okay, so that's important. Add the number of points shown on the spinner to their score. Okay, and then this is where she's starting with 25 points. And then we're spinning a negative 30. Oh no. So we go to our starting point here. We're starting at 25. And then we're adding negative 30. So we're adding negatives to it. We're going to go down our number line. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. That's not by ones. Look at that number line. See how many jumps we should make. Pause the video if you need more time. Did you notice we're counting by fives? So we're at 25 and now we've gone 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and we've done our negative 30, and we've landed on a negative 5. Kayla has negative 5 points right now. All right, let's look at Luis's checking account. He makes a deposit of $100 and then writes a check, and then uses his check card to buy a bike and make a withdrawal at an ATM. Use the number line to complete the equation to find his final balance. So where are we starting with? What is the initial number? Always going through and highlighting what's important. So Luis has $80 in his checking account. He makes a deposit of $100, so we're going up. And then he writes a check for $40, so we're going back down. And then he uses his check card to buy a bike, so it's taking more money out of his bank account. I'm going to buy a bike for $40. And then makes a withdrawal for 70, so taking even more money out. Use the number line to complete the equation and find his final balance. So let's go on our number line here. We're starting at 80. And made a deposit of $100. So look at our increments on our number line. Are we counting by ones? Are we counting by fives? Are we counting by tens, 20s? What does it look like? And how many jumps do I need to make to do a deposit? So we're going up, a deposit of $100. So we're counting by tens. We go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. So now we're at $180. Okay, so we did our first one there. And then he writes a check for $40. So now we got to go back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he uses, okay, so we've done, let's keep track of what we've done here. So we started there. We did our deposit. We went to the right 100. And then we went to the left because he wrote a check for $40. And now he buys a bike for another $40. So let's keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're at 100. And then he makes a withdrawal of 70. So we got to keep going. We're getting smaller. So 10, 20, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. We're going to land at 30. So let's put this into our number line here. Or I'm sorry, into our equation. We had 80 plus 100 plus negative 40. We wrote a check. We took money out of our account. Plus another negative 40. Plus another negative 70 equals a positive 30. So as you're working through your word problems here, make sure you know whether it's talking about taking money out, like a deposit, writing a check. And be really careful that you're moving the correct way on your number line.